All right. All right. So while we wait for some folks to join, do a quick overview. This is Bitcoin low time frame. It's making this kind of lower high. My sound is all messed up. So let's see. Index, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So got a strange echo.
Is it coming from me?
No, it's coming from me.
Sounds clear to me.
Every everything you say, I hear twice.
Oh, everything I say?
Yeah, everything you say, I hear twice, and then everything I say is being repeated.
You have the stream open on more than one tab?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't. Let's try that. All right. So what I was saying was Bitcoin's making this kind of lower high pattern until that breaks. I'm really just kind of waiting for lower. Talked about something similar on Soul in the Discord. Basically, looking for it to either test this purple or really go down to this, sub 63 area, like 60 to 64, and then maybe bounce. And if I'm wrong and it does make a higher high, then I'm all for, trying to chase and get in. If you zoom out, you can just see that we're in this like high time frame range, and we've been here long enough to where all of my really old blue lines and then my newer yellow lines are getting kind of messy and things are getting pretty noisy. And so, really, what I do in that situation is just uh, tune everything out and trade the range. So, looking for it to come down to the 63, 60, high 62s, low 63 levels, maybe come down and long the reclaim. But at this point, we're at range high on the high time frame. It's failed to break up. We either long the break up or we long range low and also follow. Anything that pumps during this time is probably going to retrace a good bit if BTC pulls back. So, uh, yeah, just kind of waiting. You can even see just in this section right here, we've been here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. So generally what ends up happening when you have a longer period like that, like up here, you see it just flush down. We could see it flush up and then go lower, which is more kind of standard, is this red POC level holds, it flushes to the upside and then either continues or goes down. But I think that's a risky play to make when it's making these lower highs. So you wait for that blue trend line to break. You could short on loss of this red line, but to me, I just want to wait for that pullback and then get long. Uh, let's see. Let me fix this. All right. So we talked about the latest Bitunix. Am I saying that right?
I have no fucking
Bitunix?
idea. Bit Unix.
Bitunix? Well,
It's
however you
Unix.
pronounce it, Bitunix. What's with all these exchanges ending in X,
I know. It's got to be some kind of Asian thing. It's fucking weird.
right? So right now we have the new user bonus, so you can transfer in and uh, get deposit bonuses and trade bonuses. Next week, actually, I think Sunday we start the volume bonus where you can get up to $1,000 if you trade. You have to trade 10 million in futures volume to get the $1,000. But even just trading lower amounts will get you bonuses, and these bonuses are more like trial funds. They're just added into your account. You have 7 days to claim them, and then you have 30 days to trade the funds, and you keep the proceeds from it. So if you take a trade and you lose, it'll get taken out of that fund. If you take a trade and you make money, then you can just keep trading until you either expire the 30 days or you lose it, and you get to keep the proceeds. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, Blake, I don't I, honestly, they're kind of rolling out the red carpet in terms of wanting to work with us. One of the things that I found that was kind of nice with them is that they're really open to suggestions, and they are newer, so uh, they're still kind of growing and adding features, and so hopefully the plan is to grow with them, and from their point and our point, we want it to be a long term relationship. Uh, Hopefully having the volume bonuses back helps some of y'all. I know I miss the volume bonuses myself. Uh,
What the
so
fuck? Sorry, I'm just. Apparently, the Discord is no longer level 3, so we don't have our custom link anymore.
it's always something.
I know. It's fucking stupid, too. Like, why doesn't it just automatically fucking. Like, it'll automatically charge me for the boosts or whatever in Nitro, but it doesn't automatically apply them to the server.
What a mess.
Yeah,
What is,
stupid.
how do you get a boost?
You have to pay for it.
I don't even want to know. Take that back.
It's stupid. Like, you have to pay for Nitro, then you get so many boosts, and you can boost any server that you're in. And then you can buy additional boosts, and you need like 14 boosts for level 3.
I mean, yeah, still don't really know.
Yeah, it's dumb. I thought I had just fucking fixed it like a month or two ago, so I don't know how it needs to be done again.
I'm gonna put the there the bonus structure so folks can see it. So this is how much you have to trade. So if you get 100,000 in trading volume within the week, you get $50. You trade 500,000, you get $100. If you trade 1 million, you get $200. So you know, it, obviously it depends on how much leverage you're using and how much margin you're using. But at the end of the day, those are pretty significant
And
kind
those
of
are
kickbacks.
and those aren't single bonus trades. Those are trial funds.
Yeah, you can use them. You can keep using them. You can scalp them. You can swing them. You can use them with whatever. No coin restrictions and no leverage restrictions.
Yep.
So yeah, it's good. It's solid. Let's see. Y'all need to put in your UID so you're eligible for. We only have one entry. Blake, come on.
You don't have the
You-
link. You don't have the link for people to sign up. There's nothing in the comments. Like there's nothing in the description of the stream either. It just says market update, airdrop, and more. You got to put more in there.
Let's see. Let's see. Link. Well, I kind of assumed. I kind of assumed that our members that have been trading on Bitunix would come in and enter for the $50 airdrop, but I guess they're not as interested. So if any of the folks watching want to create an account, you don't even necessarily have to be under our, like, I don't see yours. Yeah. Maybe, do you see yours, Blake? Because I don't see yours.
I don't see his either.
I just
think
see Joe Bear.
think he's full of shit.
Oh my goodness. Um, so Bitcoin's dropping. It's now below that red line. Equities are dropping. Even Nvidia is dropping. So yeah, everything's pulling back. I thought equities would go higher, personally.
Apparently, I guess it's in the YouTube settings because it's blocking anyone from sending the link because it blocked Jackie. I sent it too. Blocked
You
that.
you sent what link?
Just a normal invite link for the Discord.
Oh,
So why don't you post the link?
let's see.
You can't use the custom one. I'm trying to fix that as we speak. Stupid shit.
Invite people. Copy. And there is the Discord invite.
There you go. There it is. All right. Hold on.
Anyway, we will leave the comments open on. He's always grumpy. You should ask him to tell you about his son that slashed his leg open and how many F bombs he dropped.
Yeah, that was pretty good. He's like
Um,
gashed his fucking leg open. There's blood everywhere, and he's running. I got it on the ring camera. He's just running up the freaking street in the yard, like fuck, 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 fuck.
how old is he?
He had a lot of fucks to give.
Wait, is this the same one with the dirty dick beaters?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Okay.
it's my only boy. He's
Yeah,
16.
this all lines up.
Yeah. Fuck. How many do we have now? We have 6, 14.
So, uh, people on Twitter are saying that this drop is because of the Trump verdict,
Of course it is.
and I don't think that's true. um, Especially as it relates to crypto. But ultimately, um, I did think equities would close higher than yesterday's low, and certainly they still could rally into close. With crypto, you really need to be mindful of monthly close tonight. And even weekly close, I think will be somewhat important because that chart is a little on the funky side. But if you look at monthly, uh, it it doesn't necessarily look horrible. Uh, but if we close the month and then we start trading under 61, and especially if we make a lower low, then I think you want to start being mindful and consider being, bearish. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking for this range to kind of hold a bit longer before we break out. Um, on the weekly, it just would look bad if we went all the way down to 61 before this weekly. Like if this weekly candle closes
Yeah.
below 62, I think that would be a cause for concern. But as of right now, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not worried. Although ES is nearing a point where I would consider longing for a bounce.
There we have our custom link back.
ACH. That's what.
$300 later, and our custom link is back.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Anyway, I don't sound grumpy. Fuck you, Blake.
All right. Oh, Blake, that looks terrible.
What do you do?
This ACH, the daily is kind of cute. Well, it's kind of cute in the sense that it looks horrible. Uh, I think from here, kind of looking at, it's interesting how it rejected that POC twice. So at this point, I'm looking for it to come back down to this yellow, or if it reclaims this red, I'd look to get long.
Okay, I'm back. Jesus. So what the hell happened with Turbo? Why has it been going insane? Hello?
I don't know.
I just know that like I checked my like the shit I'm holding, like the tokens I'm holding, and I'm like, how is like I don't remember buying $1,000 worth of Turbo, but it's $1,000 now, and I'm up 4,300% as of right now.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't even remember when I bought it.
Uh Turbo. Let's take a look. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Blake, for future reference, that is a daily that looks kind of cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it on Bing X because I'm still using Bing X because I got the Plow ID.
Did you end up actually getting it?
Yeah, it finally showed up. Took about, I don't know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Hmm, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
And my cost on that turbo was, oops, .000185.
You know what's concerning on this is this like downward sloping volume
Yeah.
does not look super awesome. I suspect if it clears 0.001, you would see volume come in.
You mean .01?
Is that what it would be? Yeah,
Yeah.
0.01. But I suspect this ends up pulling back. I'm kind of looking at 5200 on ES was my level below, but gosh, I don't know. Yeah, I probably should have held some of those coins that I got, even the Alpha X ones.
Oh, I don't ever sell them. I always hold them.
Well, you're special.
Oh, we'll see what happens. Leave it alone. That's how I ended up with like I can't even remember how much. What was it? I think it was Bond that I had.
You probably still have Luna.
I don't. Do not have Luna.
Well, people are gonna be disappointed, but I'm gonna. Do we still don't have Blake's UID?
Bonk. That's what it was. Bonk, and I still have it. It's up 8,980%.
Yeah, I saw mine too. I don't end up feeling like Jackie because I sleep better at night knowing that I cashed in. It's literally in chat. It's literally not.
What's he saying's in chat?
His UID.
Yeah, it's like blocking his UID for some reason.
Well, Blake, just put it in the Discord. We'll count you in. Well, actually, I'll leave it so that anybody that comments over the next, 12 hours or so can be entered into uh the airdrop. Let's see. Let me see something real quick.
Are we doing anything with DDB anymore? Or did I just lose my ass on it?
Well, you haven't technically lost your ass because it hasn't really moved. It
Ed,
won't move until people trade because the liquidity is locked. So
it's
the
moved
money's the
down.
value is just sitting there. It is down though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I bought like towards the top. There we go. I was trying to push it up. So
Well, I think we all know. I think we all know who fucked us on that.
yeah, who's that?
Minnie,
Yeah, and what did I
because
tell you
because
before we even started it with him?
because because when we had momentum, he's the one that killed it.
What did I tell you before we even started doing this with him?
I don't
That
know.
he'd fuck us.
Yeah. So there's this kid. There's this kid on Twitter. Stocks and real estate is his handle. And he claims to be a 19-year-old kid that has made millions and bought a Lambo. And he posts the most outlandish trades. And so last week he took 23 days and ran up $1,000 account to like 110K and then lost it like almost all of it in one day last Friday.
Nice.
And so then he started this week with like I think it was like 5 or 7K and he's up to 133. 1,000. And he's like, he's taking the most ridiculous positions.
Yeah, shit.
Blake, Jackie has confirmed that it is definitely not coming through. Message request.
God, dude trades on fucking Robin Hood too. I fucking dislike him even more.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I just don't believe him.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I see Tim Lone. I just don't see Blake's. Fading Mini Musk is the most profitable trading strategy.
It
You know
really
what the
is.
problem is with that strategy is that every now and then he like just completely reverses and doesn't say anything, and then you end up getting fucked
Yeah,
because
he loves to do that.
you think he's still long, so you hold your short, and then you end up getting round tripped, and then he ends up losing both ways. But still,
Do you remember the one time we had him on the fucking stream and he literally flip flopped on the same coin like 5 times in 15 minutes? I'm like, what the fuck? Like
he
ADD
really
ass,
did.
fucking make a
He really
decision.
did. He went berserk.
He was like, "Oh, I'm going to short this. No, I'm going to long it. No, I'm going to short it." Like, fucking make up your mind.
Have you seen him with the earnings plays? He'll like he'll just like talk himself in circles, and then like all of a sudden he'll just be like, "Oh fuck that earnings
Right.
report," and we'll be like, "I thought you were long," and he's like, "No, obviously I'm short," and I'm like, "No, obvious. Nobody would have fucking guessed that based on your commentary."
Right. Jesus.
Actually, BBB was saying that trader guy that I was talking about was really Minnie's alter ego. I'm like, no, he doesn't have it.
Yeah. Probably
He
a
would not
paper
be
trading
capable of it.
account, anyways.
Well, I mean, he ran it up from 1,000.
Jesus.
Oh, Colin's in.
Yep.
Colin, where's your UID? And why are you talking like a cat? Are we cat people now? Let's see.
I'm looking through this guy's tweets. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Fuck off.
No UID, sir. He's a furry. This is a thing. It
He's a
terrifies
furry.
me.
Is he a furry or is he fuck do they call him? Etherean. Furry is somebody who dresses up like an animal and pretends. An Etherean actually fucking thinks they're an animal.
I don't know. It bothers me slightly that you know the difference.
It's because my daughter thinks she is, and I said, hey, you're fucking retarded. I was an animal in a past life. Show me the fucking proof. You show me the proof, I'll believe you.
Yeah, I would lose it. Well, the other thing is that well, I don't even know. That's a different topic. What do you think? Uh, you think Assman's having fun at consensus? Is it over?
Today's the last day. Yeah, he said he fucking woke up in somebody's front yard, thought it was the place he was staying at. Turned out it wasn't. So I assume he tried to go into a place he wasn't staying at. Like, that's not exactly the reason why I wanted you to go.
That's
Get
not.
drunk.
That's not why the trip was paid for.
Yeah. It wasn't for you to get fucking wasted. I haven't really heard anything from him. Normally, like, he's pretty good about, like, taking notes and stuff of the different events. That place is chaos, though. Like, he went with me to, what the fuck was it? DOS in New York. And that was really small. There's only two freaking, like, rooms where people were speaking. And then it was a small ass little, like, the size of my house of a convention floor. and then going to Consensus, which is like half of the downtown area, is holding crypto events. The whole convention center is filled. There's like 10 different places where they're speaking there. All the conference rooms and convention rooms at all the hotels have shit going on there. Like it's nuts. Maybe he just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get wasted." And there was some like karate event or something tournament. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure he is having fun.
I'm
But
sure he
also,
is.
didn't you guys meet up? Didn't you meet that Tommy guy last time?
Well, I met Tommy in Consensus like 3 years ago, but he was at DOS and we went out and yeah. So Ass Man got to meet him there. They became friends too. I was too busy shacking up with the chick I met at the underground lap dance party. Wow, those two were going out and getting drunk. I was getting laid. I'm like, you guys are cool and all, but yeah, she's hot. So see ya.
Anybody have any other chart requests? I do like I do kind of like Link too. Assman said that there's going to be a big announcement at Consensus for Link, but it's
Oh,
got
big.
this nice little kind of channel thing going on. So I suspect when BTC pulls back, it pulls back more and maybe fills this wick right here. Because it's a nice decent spot for it. But maybe some would call that a wedge. I don't know. I'm not good with technical language. I like this. Colin's watching it on his truck screen.
Nice.
I like how it shows up and has $1,000. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
That is funny. I need to
Yeah.
see if I can share that on stream. Let me see. Two, 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 two. Media file. I think that's right. No, that's not right.
What does that mean?
What?
Jackie said Jasmine is about 6 sexy and a 9 crazy.
Jasmine. So he even gave like this perfect little test of the line, came back, still missed it. Yeah, that looks good. I would almost look for like a 3 bar play setup on Jasmine. Because it's going into the weekend, maybe it turns into like a 4 or 5 bar play. But as long as it doesn't do a 50% retrace of this candle, so as long as it stays like above this pink line, and if it accepts above this green, then it's going to purple. That's a good one. I like that chart. Jackie, I believe you were offered the opportunity to go as well, and we were just too busy, kids and all that.
Right? She kept saying she'd drive down though. Like, you gonna bring the whole fucking crew with you?
We should take wagers on whether Trump does any jail time. I'm
I
gonna go
don't
with
think he
no.
will.
Not only am I gonna go with no, but do you have any idea how much the trial publicity would have cost him if he had just like bought that airtime.
Right?
Like, you think, oh, he's paying for lawyers, that's expensive. Dude, that airtime would have been way more expensive.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I mean, like, I seriously doubt he's going to do any jail time. Like, the judge is already fucking probably going to get fucking disbarred if he keeps up with the shit that he's doing.
Did you see the appellate, the New York, like the Manhattan District Appellate Court judges?
Nah.
I'll put the link. I'll put the well, let me put it this way. It was like 1.5% of all attorneys are African American women.
Yeah.
Uh, all five of the appellate court judges that would hear his appeal are African American women. They're all super liberal.
Jesus Christ.
Like, like it doesn't even like he could have not. There's zero chance he could have gotten a worse venue.
And wasn't it that like this fucking judge, like he's not even a criminal court judge?
The problem is that uh, like I didn't watch any of the live stuff, right? So
Yeah.
I don't want to
Well, they
comment
didn't do
on what.
anything. They didn't have anything live like in the courtroom. They wouldn't allow any media in the courtroom.
Well, and maybe that's why like I have a hard time with like third hand type information, but
Yeah.
based on some of the things that I read, there should absolutely be a mistrial. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't obviously know all the evidence, and to be honest,
Did you
he
hear what the
probably
fucking
could have.
judge told the jury before deliberating? He said, you don't we don't need all of the jurors to agree on a verdict for any of the one charges, but if each juror agrees that one of the charges he's guilty of, that's enough to convict. So
You know,
basically it could be there's three main charges, and it could be like where four thought that he was guilty of one, four thought he was guilty of the second, and four thought he was guilty of the third, and that was enough to fucking convict.
it just sounds so ridiculous that I'm just assuming there's something lost in translation in terms of like as it was passed down in the
No,
media.
it was clear as day exactly
I
what he
just can't.
said.
I just can't imagine that being the case.
He says
Although,
they didn't require a unanimous decision by the jurors.
then they can't put him in jail.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, I don't. I don't really know that it matters.
Yeah, because he'll still do a better job of running the country from a prison cell than fucking Biden's done the last 3.5 years.
What really pisses me off when people are like, "Oh, well, Biden surrounds himself with capable people that can do the stuff," and I'm like, "Okay, that's not a reason for him to be president."
Right? It
Like
pretty much is
having
just another way of saying that he's a puppet.
right, like just saying that there's people pulling on the puppet strings is not a good argument.
Yeah.
Like if that's the best you have, then what are we really talking about here? I also saw this thing. Apparently, there's like this judge in Washington State that like publishes like his courtroom. You can just like log on and watch it, public
Yeah.
like the public can. And so there's this guy on YouTube that just records the stuff.
Huh.
And this guy came in and he zoomed in to his court date, and he had a driving under suspension charge, and he was driving a car like on he was on Zoom on his phone, and you could see that he was actively driving his car. And the prosecutor's like, "Well, we'd like an adjournment to give him time to fix his license." And the judge was like, no, he's still driving. He's
Right.
he's still suspended.
He's driving right
No,
now.
we're revoking his bond. I don't even know why somebody would do something so stupid. I'm just like, this is the kind of people that are voting for Biden.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking idiots.
Absolutely not.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's fucking crazy, and I'm not joking. If fucking Biden wins, I'm moving out of the country. I want to be out of here before all the bad shit happens. We're gonna end up in a fucking civil war.
I don't think we're going to end up in a civil war. I mean, the last time it was pretty bad. I mean, they stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, and that was just on for the fact that the Democrats fucking cheated and stole the election.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, like I don't. So Biden wants to do. He keeps forgiving student loans. He's talking about a first-time home buyer's credit. They're talking about like essentially subsidizing second mortgages backed by the government. Um, and some of that's to be expected during an election year,
Right.
but like I don't see it. He is just he
He's doing
sounds
he's doing
so
exactly what
incompetent.
he's doing exactly what Democrats do. Is that when it comes down to election years and getting votes, it's just let's give them all a bunch of free shit. Doesn't matter what we're going to take from them for the next 4 years. We're just giving free shit now, and that'll make them happy. And the stupid part is that it fucking works because people are fucking idiots. Like, oh, we'll give you a $300 check. Cool. Doesn't matter the fact that we're gonna take fucking 5 grand from you over the course of the next year or two. We'll give you 300 now. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, but even on top of that, at least with Obama, you had somebody that could communicate that showed some amount of backbone
Right.
to where if somebody wanted to invade us, I had some confidence in the fact that he
Yeah.
would
You would do
step
something
up.
about it. Yeah.
And it's not that Biden won't do anything. It's just that if I was a terrorist, I'd be looking at the situation and I'd be like, ah, man, we're planning to bomb such and such city in 2025. I sure do hope Biden wins. Like that would
Right.
be my thought process.
Like
Like that's
I
scary.
didn't dislike Obama, you know? Like he
I,
wasn't bad. Like Biden's just fucking horrible.
I
And it's
wasn't
like,
a fan of Obama's policies,
yeah, exactly.
but I didn't like outright. I didn't
Question his leadership,
feel like I was talking to somebody in Europe and I was almost embarrassed.
right?
I wasn't embarrassed to be American when Obama was president.
Exactly. Like you were saying, like like if terrorists decided they wanted to attack, like they knew that Obama would do something about it. But Biden's just, letting them invade. Like, come on in. We'll give you free fucking money. We'll, give you a monthly allowance. We'll give you a free place to stay.
Did I see this right? Hold on.
Mm,
Do you know what the ticker is for Smith and Wesson?
no.
Look at this gap up yesterday. Look at that gap up.
Jesus.
You know what that was from?
What?
That was from the Trump verdict. That
Jesus
was that was algorithms longing Smith and Wesson because of that verdict.
Christ. Did you hear about the how like after the verdict there was like I think it was like $38 million in donations to the Trump campaign after he was found guilty?
I'm not
It
surprised.
shut down like it shut down the website because it was so overwhelmed with traffic that then they created another website, like another fucking donation site, and it shut that down too from all the traffic.
That's bonkers.
$38 million in fucking 24 hours.
That's bonkers.
But like Does he really even need it? He's Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he's if he's using it to pay his lawyers, then
No,
yeah,
it was to his campaign. They were all campaign contributions.
I thought he was using campaign contributions to pay legal fees. I could be wrong on
No, that would be illegal.
that. Oh, that's cute. Like that would stop anyone. Here's the thing.
That's what part of this court case was trying to say that he was using like campaign funds or something to pay off that fucking hooker or whatever the
Right.
fuck
So
porn star.
let's just assume that that happened and it's true. It's not who gives a shit, but it's like, is it really worth the amount of money that the taxpayers just spent? No.
Right.
Is it better or worse than anything that any of the other ones did? Like,
I
do
mean,
like
anyone that doesn't believe that this is all just fucking using our court system as a way to try and prevent him from fucking running for president or make him look bad because it's an election year, basically weaponizing our court system against him. And anyone that doesn't fucking realize that is just brainwashed idiot liberals.
well,
Because like
even like
these charges, like they're misdemeanor charges, but since it was past the what the fuck's the word? I can't think of it at the moment. It's basically
even like
past the time that they were allowed to charge him for it.
the statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations. That's what it is. So
Yeah,
like,
but like think about when they searched his house and they found like secret confidential documents. And it's like, what president doesn't have confidential
right.
documents? Like,
Well, it's because he didn't return them when they asked him to, or some shit. But they found them in a locked safe in a house guarded by the Secret Service, where Biden has fucking classified documents in his garage and fucking like just scattered all over the fucking place. Nobody had a problem
Biden,
with that.
Biden, whose whose administration found cocaine in the White House and they have no idea how it got there.
Right. Yeah.
Or
Hunter's
Biden,
cocaine.
or like Hunter's laptop situation.
Yeah.
Like how ridiculous is that? Remember
Oh, I
when
mean,
Hillary?
did you hear about his daughter's diary?
No.
Oh fuck, dude, you didn't hear about that? So she left it at like an Airbnb or some shit, and someone found it, and they fucking had posted some of the shit that she talked about in her diary, talking about how like she feels like her dad molested her, and like how they took inappropriate showers together, and shit like that. Nobody's talking
Jesus.
about that. And the chick that found it is being charged. Like
With
she's in jail.
what?
Yeah, and she was a single mom.
Jesus. Do
Yep.
you remember when Hillary just like deleted servers?
Yeah. Yeah, no
Like,
one gives shit about that or her emails. No one's, she's
yeah.
not getting
How
into
was
any
she
trouble
not
for that
prosecuted, but we're prosecuting Trump?
over some
Didn't
hush money shit.
didn't Christie like shut down a bridge?
I think so.
Like literally shut down like a major roadway to help himself gain an advantage in an election.
Yep.
And, and nobody gave a shit.
That's why it's like this country's going to shit. Like I foresee everything that's happening, and I'm like, need to get out now. Like people just think like America's nothing's ever gonna change. It's always gonna be America. Every fucking great empire falls, and we're right at the point in all this shit that's happening in the U.S. now is what has happened in the past to other empires that have fallen.
What is
Which
MTL?
what's actually kind of funny too is that that if you look back into history, all of the great empires that have fallen shortly before the fall of the empire, there was gender fucking confusion. For real.
Gender confusion.
For real. Look at it. Look it up. Almost
Yeah,
every
the thing
fucking
is that whole process could take like 100 years
I don't think it
or
will.
more.
I think we probably will end up in another fucking civil war. I mean, because think about it, like the American Civil War started because the or not the Civil War, sorry, the Revolutionary War started because England was putting a 3% tax. Well, now we're getting taxed. Motherfuckers getting taxed like 50% of their fucking money, and everyone's just gonna supposed to be cool with it. As they more and more information, people, living in the age of information, you find out anything. People are starting to realize how fucking corrupt government is.
Though, the reality is that
I'm gonna
I
run for
think that
politics.
I think there's room to just shift things more towards the state and just say like, look, if you want to be taxed and have, socialist healthcare, California's doing that. You pay them a significant chunk of your taxes, live in California, and they can provide that shit.
Yep.
Like at some point the federal government has to be like, okay, we're going to focus on military and like legit big picture shit. And if states want to have extra taxes, have them do it. And just like have some states that have less programs and less taxes, and some states that have more. And just,
It
I mean,
also
it
needs to
already
be
is that way, but it just needs to be expanded because at the end of the day, like, how do you justify Florida being in the same country as California?
right. There also needs to be a flat tax.
I don't know about that. That's a tough one.
It
I don't
does.
think
I
it
mean,
needs.
I've been I am a business owner, and I would be fine with it. But since the system allows me to fucking manipulate and not pay, I don't. But if it was required for me to pay a percentage of my profits flat out, I'd do it. But since I don't have to, I'm fucking sure as shit not going to.
It definitely. It's definitely troublesome that some of the folks that I know that have like 7 and 8% effective tax rates,
Yeah.
because of like the business holdings. Um, but I mean, yeah, the tax codes. I don't know how you fix that.
Well, it's gonna be just. I mean, unfortunately, with large corporations, any fucking increase in taxes or anything else is just gonna be then. They're gonna raise prices on shit. Look at California, where they raised the fucking minimum wage for fast food employees to $20 an hour. So every fucking fast food place raised prices on their shit to cover the increase in fucking wages. So it just ends
Oh,
up.
yeah. Wasn't there one of those like Seattle, they like passed an exemption or maybe it was California. They like passed an exception for restaurants that had bakeries and sold meals. Like it basically being like, okay, like this one business owner gets a pass on the minimum wage for restaurants. Like just
Really.
completely absurd. I mean,
I
I'm
could
gonna look
see
at.
that being a thing for like restaurants that had servers that tipped, people that tip servers. But I mean, that's another thing too. There's so many fucking countries out there where you don't tip. That's
Okay,
just
it
the
was
way
it
it
was
is.
Panera. It was Panera Bread. So
Oh yeah,
California enacted a $20 an hour, but they made an exemption for franchises uh,
that sell
that
bread.
had, hold on, it was a chain bakeries which mix dough at off-site locations and ship it to restaurant to be baked. They were exempt, and then what it turns out is that Newsom, the governor, and the CEO of Panera,
Yeah,
owner Greg Flynn, were buddies.
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, there was somebody that was a part of the decision making process.
There
That
was
fuck,
so much backlash the Panera went ahead and started paying a $20 minimum wage anyway
Oh, I bet.
because people were furious. But basically, he passed a $20 minimum wage and gave his buddy an exemption.
Right.
How ridiculous.
But it's fucking ridiculous because I mean, why does it? Who cares how high they make minimum wage if everyone's just going to raise their prices to compensate for the additional,
Right. We're just like we're making the inflation cycle just continue.
yeah, and that's how it's always going to be because all these companies, these major corporations, because of their shareholders, they have to show a profit or else their stocks are going to fucking dump. So even though, I mean, how many fucking companies have still been showing new fucking, higher profits each year, even after COVID? Because they just charge more. Look at,
Like I'm gonna go ahead and say that there's not enough stuff in the Discord to talk about to fill the time. I wonder why is ENJ being removed from Coinbase? I wonder if this stuff bounces.
I'm gonna run for politics.
This is a decent. You're gonna run for politics? Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's what
think
we
so.
need.
I have a lot of people that tell me all the time that I should.
Yeah. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Fuck off. We'll make a change. Somebody needs to.
Something like that, maybe, if it drops below, but see what it does. Kind of looks like. What is this? Something like that. Does that work? I'm gonna keep messing with the lines until it looks pretty. It's pretty close though. That's a pattern. All right. Well, anyways, we're coming up on an hour. We gotta wrap it up. But
Yeah.
we'll leave the comments open and we'll check it tomorrow and announce the winners uh, in the Discord. So if you put your UID in, we'll try to reach out to you. We'll either comment here or we'll reach out to you in the Discord. And we'll try to do some more of these and get y'all some more airdrops. Make sure you set up your account so that you can get the new user bonus before it expires. And then next week, if you're not sure what your volume is, you can, for that promotion for the weekly volume bonus, it's not just going to show up. So if you think you're close or you're not sure, just message us in the support channel in the Discord, and we'll figure out what your volume is so that you know. And if you have any issues, let us know. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys next time.
I'm going to the gym.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us out with the computer shit.
Yes.
Yes. All right. All right.
All right.
Later.